Well, how's this for an idea to pass on to your boss? Unlimited vacation days. Believe it or not, it's a growing trend. And as Andrew Wittenberg shows us, one business in Utah believes more vacation days are boosting its bottom line.
So we just decide to trust people and that they're going to do the right thing, and then we don't have to have all those rules.
As Farmington's Pluralsight went through a growth spurt this year, its rule book actually shrunk. Founders of the company, which develop and market tech and creative online training courses, concluded their employees are
truth seekers, entrepreneurs, and eternal optimists.
They saw no need for a strict time-off policy.
We actually encourage people to take time off. We believe that people will bring their best work when they're charged.
We trust our people, let them take off the time they need to have a healthy and a balanced lifestyle.
Health issues sidelined software developer Jim Cooper this summer. He underwent emergency surgery and recovered quickly without the stress or fear of taking too much time off.
I remember a few days after the surgery, laying in bed and just realizing how grateful I was that I didn't have to worry about time off.
There were no worries for graphic designer Emily Roeder when she took time off to travel out of state for several weddings this summer.
Going and visiting these places inspires you, and you come back to work feeling more creative and more energetic, and just, I don't know, it's really unique.
So unique that only 1% of U.S. companies have an unlimited vacation policy in place. Why aren't these generous plans taking off? Well, one argument against the policy is that some workers refuse to take time off. Statistics compiled by Glassdoor found that 40% of employees take less than a quarter of their allotted vacation time. Another issue raised by critics is that time off costs companies, and if no one is watching the bottom line, it could spiral out of control. At Pluralsight, leadership believes unlimited vacation, elimination of sales commissions, and competitive Employee of the Month programs are all part of a culture that keeps employees happy and the costs of constant turnover down.
A lot of people in a lot of jobs feel like they're in a desk sentence, like their life, like they're not happy in their jobs. And a lot of that is because of the culture around them and how inspired they are to be at work every day.
Cooper returned to work inspired after he was given all the time he needed to get his health back.
Because I didn't have to worry about it and I was so grateful for it, I felt more anxious to get back to work and, to get back as soon as possible.
Because what we do here is we just foster, we guide, we nurture, we support.
CEO Aaron Sconnard predicts a company culture that promotes trust and optimism will guide many businesses deep into the 21st century.
The end goal is not about just making more money. It's about changing people's lives.
Andrew Wittenberg reporting there are two rules that Pluralsight does enforce. Those include respecting one another and doing what's in the best interest of the company. So when employees take time off, it's expected they'll make sure they touch base with their coworkers and get ongoing projects covered in order to meet deadlines. Seems to be working for them. Next, school loyalty runs deep for many folks, but faith runs deeper. Cecil Samuelson on what it was like taking off his Utah red in exchange for BYU blue and his most unlikely career path.